Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is a little bit different today. As you can see, I am not recording on my phone for once. I'm actually using my PC, and this is a bit of a special reason. I'm going to be going over my platinums that I've obtained on my PlayStation and give you guys little hints of what projects I've got working on in the background. But yeah, I just thought this intro is just going to be a quick little thing to just say thank you guys so much for liking my short that I posted a couple of days ago to say that was coming back. I've got a few comments that really stood out to me and I just really liked the feedback. If you guys are new, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Like, that will be so much, that'll mean so much to me, and it will help me and encourage me to do more of this because I love this. Let's just get straight into it, shall we? As you can see, I'm on my PlayStation now. Let's just quickly get my controller. And yeah, this is just basically my account. Let's go straight into my profile. And this is my username if you guys wanted to add me. I'm down to play anytime with anyone. I'm currently hunting a few platinums that might need some people, so you never know, I might end up adding you and asking if you want to do that for a vid. I have got 43 platinums, I have 2,257 trophies earned, and the rest of the trophies are displayed here. Let's get straight into the games. First game on the list is Godfall. This game was god-awful in
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Fire and Darkness DLC as well. This game took me 95 hours. It was not really fun, to be brutally honest. This trophy kind of stood out to me. Reached Trial 20 in the Ascender Towers. They removed multiplayer from this game. So essentially, when I ended up having to get this trophy, I had to do it solo. And you had to make a build that basically withstanded all the enemy's weaknesses with your swords and parrying and stuff like that, and it was a hard game to say the least, but it's really good to get. I didn't mind it, but it dragged on right at the end, and it's sitting at a 0.9 rarity. I wonder how long that game's actually going to last. Next game is Anthem. This game shuts down in January. Not much can be said. I kind of didn't like the story, it didn't really flow too well, and right at the end, some of the stuff was just kind of a bit boring because it was RNG grinding trophies, and I didn't like collectibles like that. But I liked the character classes and like flying around. That was basically about it. Everything else was not my thing. Let's move swiftly on. Next game, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm working through the main game still, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'll get round to it. Like, I'm not in a big rush to kind of platinum Ghost of Tsushima at the moment. I'm kind of more focusing on Mortal Kombat 1, as you saw earlier. I'm currently missing 2 trophies, and it's do the Towers of Time, which is essentially just 10 rooms, and you just have to keep rinsing that until you get a certain amount of points. Next one is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This game was so much fun to platinum. This was kind of this was my second platinum that I actually got on this.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
It was around the time when the game released, and I got it within 3 weeks of the game coming out, which is pretty nice. But this game's just a fighting game, destructible landmarks, destructible maps. It was so much fun to do. I highly recommend you guys play this if you haven't already. Some of the fights do get kind of hard as the game progresses. So say for instance, the first major skill gap block is the Grape Ape attack, where you have to fight as Goku up against the Grape Ape Vegeta. And that's kind of the biggest skill test to see if you actually remember how to play the game. I think it's kind of a nice way to do that with these types of games, because it's like, you first off, you learn the controls, you get used to it, and then they chuck a boss in just to be like, right, do you actually know these controls? And then go for it. This game, really fun. I rate it about a 10 for enjoyment, just because I'm a big Dragon Ball fan personally, but on average, it'll probably be about 7 or an 8 for most people, but I really enjoyed this. 10 out of 10 game, go play it. Marvel Rivals is fun with friends. I didn't actually really do this with anyone. I only popped the team up with a friend match, and that's about it. I basically did the rest of this solo, except for 2 trophies, which I will quickly mention right now. One of them is the Wolverine trophy. I ended up having to boost that, unfortunately, because I just could not get the match done with Wolverine, because you had to kill 3 people with the ultimate in a row, and that just threw me off completely. And it was just so hard getting the timing right. But the rest of it, I actually did by myself, so go me. The game is like Overwatch if you guys have played that before. It's a 6v6 with multiple different game modes. Some can be like team kills, where you have to just kind of get to a certain score and you win, or it's more of a turn-based where you just kind of have to get an object to a certain pillar and then you win. So say for instance you're moving around and then an enemy comes out of nowhere and it stops your movement and the object starts slowly moving back. That's basically about it for Marvel Rivals. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's just Marvel characters and you have to do all the abilities for the trophies and level up to level 20 and win 100 matches. And that's about it. And now Mortal Kombat 1, like I just said before, it's the towers that I'm still doing and currently leveling up my 5 sidekicks to max level. That will be probably coming shortly. I might even make a backlog trophy where I just go through, play a bunch of games that I'm still missing, like Ghost of Tsushima, Mortal Kombat, Monster Hunter, to name a few. Like, if you guys want to see that, let me know and I'll get right on editing it. I'm currently in the stage of editing 4 videos for the next week, so you guys actually have some content up until Christmas, and then in the new year I'm going to have a fresh restart and we're actually just going to go straight into making videos. Like, I'm going to actually have a schedule, I'm going to set up a Discord probably. I've got so much planned and I can't wait for you guys to actually like learn more about it. But as we're saying, let's swiftly move on. We've got Naruto Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections.
Believe it!
This game, first off, has a long title, but this game is the 5th game in the series, if you don't count the spin-offs, and I personally quite enjoyed this game, not gonna lie. Some of the collectible, like, mission bits were a bit annoying, and leveling up 5 characters to rank 30, that was quite annoying. I had to do this in online. I don't know how often the online runs now, but in my opinion, this is a very good game. Like, it's not bad. The story is kind of a bit not terrible, but they did their own thing with it. It's like a metaverse story, and you go through following Boruto, playing in this like VR world. And to be honest, some of the boss fights are really good. I don't want to spoil it. Like, there's one with Naruto and Sasuke. That's all I'm gonna say. Go play it. Next game on the list is Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, which I actually popped on my birthday. Yippee! So on my 19th, I've booted it up and I completed it from like start. Well, I didn't do it on my birthday. Like, I popped the plat on my birthday. I was working on this like 3 days before popping it. I was like, I'm gonna do this for my birthday, sure. But this game, you can pick your own character class, and there's different skills that unlocks different abilities, and there's many different weapons that you can get, and it follows a long story, and I want to do the rest, but that might be saved for a different video. Who knows? Sonic A Shadow Generations. This game is so good. Play it. It's basically just a remake of Sonic Generations, and it follows the original story of that game with updated graphics, more stuff to collect, and essentially just more to do. And then you got the whole entire Shadow portion, which is in the style of Sonic Frontiers, which is a game I have not platinumed, but I'm going to go back to it and platinum it at some point. Stay tuned for that. I'm going to mention this now. A few of the bosses are really hard to do because you have to do them without taking any damage. Like the final boss for Shadow Generations, it's a hard one. You're going to have so much fun if you try to do it. Next game, Minecraft. I'm not going to talk about Minecraft. I think most people have played it. Like, this game was a childhood game for me. I used to play this a lot. when I was younger, just building houses, watching Stampy, watching DanTDM, like all of these YouTubers that just had so much inspiration on me. And this is kind of why I'm here. Like, those people brought so much joy and happiness into everyone's lives, and I kind of want to do the same with this. This is why I'm making this channel. I want to start, hopefully, making people's days just a little bit more better. Rematch, this game was buggy at launch. I really hated it at launch. But then about September time, it kind of got a bit better, so I managed to pop all the trophies that was bugged. And the bugged ones for me were, if I can remember, score 30 goals for some reason was bugged, but the 100 one popped. And then 100 saves was bugged for me. And finally, 100 assists and reaching level 30 was also bugged for me. So yeah, it's just football. It was made by the people that made Sifu. I'm really looking forward to playing that game. I have played it on my old account and I platinumed it, and I really want to go back to that. That game is just so unique. It's a fighting game and you get limited amount of resources that you can use in the fights. It's such a good game. You should check out both Rematch and Sifu. But I don't know what the state of Rematch is in right now, so you guys will have to let me know if that's still worth playing. My Hero Ultra Rumble will be the next game that we're talking about. It's just a battle royale with my hero characters. There's not much more to say. But this game does not actually have a platinum. It's just got some really grinding trophies like sending 10,000 likes. I've just joined a random agency, so shout out to this agency that I'm in, and I was just spamming likes after every match. That basically worked it out for me quick, but I'm still missing a few trophies like gathering 1,000,000 agency points and also attaining 1,000 stars. That's going to be one that I don't pop for a while. Right, this was the whole reason why I actually was making this video. I platinumed Destiny 2 on PS5 and PS4 with the YouTuber known as Defroth, as seen on the screen here. He's been a big inspiration for me recently for actually coming back, and he just has a really good community. I really enjoy being a part of his streams and his videos that he's doing. And he invited me to play Destiny. I logged in and I was like, sure. I had to restart, make my own character and everything. It was so good. I highly recommend you go and watch those streams if you haven't, and play the game. It is so much fun. And the state of Destiny at the moment, Renegades has just came out as a huge Star Wars expansion. It is so good. The lightsabers are so good. It just brought me back so memories. Next game on the list is Rocket League. It's football with cars. I'm just gonna say that, swiftly moving on. Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 1. I'm gonna do these together, and Spider-Man Miles Morales, which will come later, so we don't need to talk about it. These three games are so big games on me. They are story-driven games, heavily inspired by the Marvel Comics, and this story is just so good. Miles Morales kind of just like was its own thing, but I really enjoyed it still. And these games, you just play through the story, upgrade all your abilities, upgrade all your suits, get all your suits, and just enjoy the game. Let's move on to Split Fiction. This game was my first platinum that I did with my partner, funny enough. Minecraft was just one because we were like, yeah, sure, we'll play Minecraft. But this one was like the test to see if she was good at games, and she was amazing. And the only hard thing about this game is Cold Potato. You had to throw a bomb across like this big pillar, and the other person had to catch it, and you had to coordinate because the bomb would explode within like 5 seconds of you throwing it, so you had to like just keep juggling it. And there was platforms, there was moving platforms, there was jumping platforms that just sent the player flying. This game is so fun. If you haven't played it, please go and play it, and stay tuned. South Park Stick of Truth. I'm not going to talk about this game. It's South Park. It can be very controversial for some people, so I'm not really going to go through it. It's just a story game that follows its own thing, but it's kind of referencing like the TV shows and stuff as well. And yeah, it's just, if you like South Park, this game is quite fun, to be honest. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles 2. But yeah, I'm about halfway through. It follows the anime, and it's very good. The only hard things about this game so far that I'm finding very difficult is doing the memory fights and getting them up to S rank, but I've 100%ed the story already and got all the collectibles, and even S ranked every single mission, which is brilliant, so I'm well on track to get this platinum. I'm hoping that I will get it before the end of the year, but we shall see, because I'm working on so many games. This game, I do not like. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. The story was fun, driving was cool, but I was sat for half an hour just twisting my controller around, just drifting, because this game just required you to drift for so long, and I was just not happy with it. So that's the reason why I don't like that game. Call of Duty, I'm still doing Modern Warfare 2, so that will be coming. I haven't started it, but it will be coming. Skate, I was a closed player test person, so I was actually testing the game, and I was just like, sure, I'll play it and try and get the platinum. I'm currently 24% in, nearly beating the story, and yeah, I really enjoyed the game. It's just a nice switch off. Same with Sonic Racing. Sonic Racing was one of my Game of the Year picks, actually. This game is better than Mario Kart World, in my opinion, since that game kind of just launched, and then about a month later, there wasn't enough content to keep me coming back personally. They weren't updating the game. Well, they were, but there was more bug fixes than anything. I want them to add more tracks, more characters, new items would be cool to see, like in a daily rotation, so it keeps the game fresh. Some ideas like that will just make it so much more fun, but in my opinion, Knockout Tour is still really good. That is good. Do not change that. Just keep ideas fresh. That's all I'm asking from the games industry. There's so many games this year that have came out that, in my opinion, just don't feel fresh. We need new ideas. And Sonic Racing follows that same kind of formula, but to me, it just feels like switching tracks every single level just feels really unique. And then going through all of them for the final lap just feels really good. I really like this game. I'm about 44% through, so I've still got a little while to go, but I really enjoy this game. Go play it. It's still relatively expensive, but it's worth it. Where's Wins Meet is... I don't know how to feel about this game at the moment. I've put about 15 hours in, but I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't really know what's going on yet in that game. I'm still in like the early stages, but all I can say is that it's very good mechanics. I love jumping and flying around to fast travel. It's so good. And the fact that it's not like a loading screen when you fast travel, that's quite nice. But Swift is Tales of the Borderlands. This game is very good. It's probably one of my favourite Borderlands games. In terms of like from Telltale, I know that they made the new Tales of the Borderlands, which I haven't checked out yet, but I don't know if I'll get around to it yet, because I want to do all the Borderlands in order, but I kind of just thought, oh yeah, I'll play Borderlands Telltale, because it's just a switch-off game for me. But yeah, it's really good story. It's one of my more favourite ones. I'm not going to spoil it, because with Telltale games, I feel like I shouldn't be talking about the story, because it's just something that people should experience for themselves, if that makes sense. If I'm talking about spoilers, then it's just going to spoil the whole game for everyone. I've already talked about this, but I'll put it there. And Another Crab's Treasure. This game is so fun. It's such a refreshing Souls-like, and it's more targeted towards kids, but there is a fun setting that you can switch on, and it gives you a gun, and you can just one-shot everything. So if you really just want to play this, play it for the story. The story is so good. It follows a crab losing his shell, and then from there he gets into this city and he finds out that this guy has stole his shell and he's selling it for about like 10 million coins. It's ridiculous about price. And then a massive cereal box falls out the sky. Well, I should say the sky. It falls into the river. And then there's like pieces missing of like the map on the back of the box, and your goal is to hunt the pieces, put the map back together, and then hunt the treasure. It's really good. I would highly recommend this game. But yeah, My Hero Ultra Rumble 2 is a fighting game. What a surprise! This is like the 5th fighting game that we've gone through today.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Is just the anime, and I really like it. It's really good. The quirk system is really nice. It's not just feeling like you're having to spam every move. You can kind of combo your own moves and switch well, not switch, but summon characters in to do more combos. I'm really looking forward to All's Justice. It's going to be so good. I might stream that when that comes out in February, but let me know if you want to see that. Cluster Truck. This game was so hard. I beat the game on my first playthrough without using abilities. Yes, I did choose the final boss, but every single other level I did legit, so throwing that out there. Next, I'm going to talk about the Jak trilogy now, because I've platinumed every single Jak game. Jak 1 is such a good game. You need to play it if you haven't. It's a collectathon. The story's very short. I got it done in 12 hours. You can probably do it quicker. The only trophy that is a nightmare is doing the first area within 12 jumps. But other than that, this game is a breeze. You can switch off, you can just listen to the story. The cinematics are gorgeous considering they're on PS2. But yeah, there's not much to be said. It is a classic game. You should play it if you haven't. Jak 2 kind of switches up the game a bit, and you have a gun and there's some more like traversal type stuff, but the game is still just the same. And Jak 3 just more of it. And I found out that you could actually go into developer mode, which is quite cool to actually just kind of zoom around each level, have a look at it. It's really helping me personally because I'm doing a games design course, so I can actually have a look at the levels and how they're made to see how I should make my own levels. And it's just really helpful to actually have access to dev kits, even though they don't mean to put them into the final project. The next game on this list is Liza P. I'm midway through the game. I'm trying to go through it as slow as possible because I want to enjoy the game, because this game is one of those games that if you suck at it, you will rage. I don't suck at it, but it's just one of those where I'm just like, I really want to go through it slowly and just play it at my own pace and just enjoy the story, and I want to do the DLC to it at some point. Park Beyond is a switch off game for me again. You just make parks and you can build your own roller coasters. Like, it's 8 levels in the campaign, which are quite hard actually, but like just looking at this is so much fun. Just managing your park. I'm going to play Park Beyond at some point, so I'll compare the 2 games maybe and make a versus video if you want to see that. That's just an idea I just came up on the spot with. But yeah, this game is very fun. It's just a switch off from reality and you can just build your own park. I'm going to now move on to a game that I absolutely hate. And one reason and one reason only is because I'm not good at the original Pac-Man. You have to get to stage 9 and beat stage 9 of the original Pac-Man. The closest I got was stage 8 after 4 hours of trying. Yeah, it's very fun. The bosses are nice and unique, and just every level is just jumping across each floating platform, or even some space levels shooting, and just, it's fun. Just switch off and play this game, even if you're not going for the platinum. The Plucky Squire is the next game I'm talking about. This game is very unique. It's a storybook, and you play as a 2D character inside the storybook. But then when it gets to a certain point in the game, you turn into a 3D model and you just pop out and you can see the whole world around you in this kid's room. It is such a good game without spoiling the story. It's just a nice switch off. There's some mechanics that just make the game more better, where you can just pick words out of the storybook to put into the world to make stuff appear, or blow up a truck if it's in your way and you're trying to move. Like, just stuff like that is just incredible. We need more like that. The Enemy Within. This game is another Telltale game. I've also done the original, so I'm going to cover both in this section. And these are incredible. These are detective games. Batman's core character is a detective, and they've nailed this perfectly. The relationships in this game just work so well. Jim Gordon and Batman at the beginning, it shows them growing and trusting each other more. But then, at the same time, Alfred is distrusting Bruce a bit with the Batman handle. He's like, Bruce, you shouldn't be Batman. But, like, he understands why Bruce is Batman, if that makes sense. This game is just such a good game, and this one is the sequel. The other one, Batman, is the first one. But yeah, you guys should play these games if you haven't already. They are so, so, so good. The next game is Cat Quest. This game is a short game. I did it in 9 hours. You have to collect all the weapons, explore through all the dungeons, and you have to beat the game twice so you can reach max level. The playthrough's about 4 hours for the second one, and the first playthrough took me about 5 hours. So, like, I think you should just pick it up. The game goes on sale all the time. It's about £2 to £5 probably. It might be a bit more now, I don't know, because a lot of trophy hunters like to platinum this game. It's about sitting at a 24.1 now on PSN. So this game is just fun. You guys should play it. You just search chests and you just collect items and just make your own builds. It's fun. It's just simple, plain fun. The only grind is reaching level 100, but like I said, you're doing that in New Game Plus so you can explore all the dungeons that you couldn't in your first playthrough. So that just entices me more personally to go play the game again, because it's like, yeah, you get to keep all your old stuff, but there's so much more to do. It makes it more playable, and that's why games have these replayability features, so it engages the players more to play this game. Squirrel with the Gun is our next game that we're talking about today. Squirrel with the Gun is another just game that I just played because my ADHD brain was just like, there's a squirrel with a gun there, I should check that out. And I'm actually kind of glad that I did. This game was really fun. You just play as a squirrel and you have to jump around, find these hidden acorns on the screen, and you can drive around in a little RC car, and you can bullet time with your gun, so you can just freeze time whilst you're shooting your bullets. It's just some dumb fun. I highly recommend it if it goes on sale, because I picked up the physical for about 20. That's a little bit out of my price range, personally, but if this game goes on sale for like £10, go pick it up and just give it a go. Sea of Thieves. We're going to start getting more into games that I probably haven't platinum now, but Sea of Thieves, I'm about 30% through. You just handle a ship, steal goodies, and kill players along the way. Sea shanties are the best thing in that game. Don't argue with me. Clicker Heroes, just some auto-clicking game that I play just in my spare time. Devil May Cry 5, I don't think I'm ever going to get this platinum. I feel like if I push myself for about like a couple months straight, I might be able to get that. You have to just S-rank every single mission with every single character. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers is an online game, and I still have to do the big 3 heavy grinding trophies here. That's going to take me ages, and also taking part in 1,000 battles. Damn. Looking back at that now, I kind of wish I didn't start this game, just for that. Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
And the game of the year is... Mon ami Clair Obscur Expedition 33!
I'm getting a lot of comments from people saying, you need to platinum this, you need to finish this, and then I'm just feeling like, okay, I'm trying my hardest. This game is so good though. I'm playing it very slowly because I don't want spoilers from other people, and that's about it. It's a turn-based game, like similar to Pokemon, but you can parry and jump within your turns. So you can dodge attacks and hit them, stuff like that. There's collectibles scattered across the map. It's an open zone kind of game, so you can run around the zones that they've planted around the map, and you could just walk in and be like, yeah, get all the collectibles, look at the story, yeah, enjoy that, fight this big thing, and then just run off and go to the next area. It's as simple as that, but I'm not going to rant on about it. Let's go on to Sackboy, A Big Adventure. This game is incredible. It's a side-scroller, it can be a 3D open bit, it's insane. The different gameplay styles of this game is truly good. The only complaint that I have is the Knitted Knight trials. You have to complete all of them, and you have to get all of them in rank gold. As you can see here, I'm about 72% actually, so not too bad. But I know that there's been a few that I've been kind of complaining about. And yeah, you just have to complete the game, collect all the collectibles, and just not die. Yeah, you have to not die, guys. It's a big skill issue if you die in that game. I mean, I'm just joking, I'm messing. But if you guys need help with the multiplayer trophies for this game, let me know, and I'll join you guys. As you can see, my username, well, that's my actual name, but my username was at the start of the video, and I might even pop it right here. Right there. Poppy's Playtime Chapter 2. This game took me 6 hours. I'm sorry to admit that, but the no death trophy ended me. Honestly, I got right to the end of the game about 4 times, maybe 5, maybe 6, and Mummy Longlegs kept killing me on the final chase scene. But other than that, this game was just collect all the collectibles and just make it to the end. That's all it is. I'm not spoiling it because I'm sure you've played it by now, but Chapter 5 is coming out in January, or at least sometime in 2026, so when that comes out, I might play through all the games again and just try and get the platinum, and just make one compiled video of chapters 1 to 5. And then if that is the end, then I can call it the complete Poppy Playtime Saga Platinum. Throwing that. See if you guys will like to see that. Monster Hunter World, as I mentioned earlier, was on my backup and my trophy cleanup that I need to do. This game, I'm still in the beginning phases, so I can't really form an opinion on it right now, but I really like just hunting stuff, and my sword that I've got at the moment is kind of cool. Skylanders Imaginators is our next game. I know I kind of swiftly went from Monster Hunter to Skylanders, but I don't have a lot to say about Monster Hunter. But Skylanders was a pit of my childhood. I remember when my dad's dad got me the whole entire SWAT force for Christmas, and I was like, oh my god, like these, like I was inspired by FGTV and like Funnel Vision and stuff like that for Skylanders, and it was just so good watching their videos, just seeing the actual figures that they got, and I got them, and I'm like matching them, and I'm like, yeah, do that, do this, play the story like that, play it like that. It was so fun. And this game kind of brought that same memories back for me. I'm still playing through the game on the hardest difficulty, so I haven't popped a lot of story-related trophies. I'm in Scholarsville at the moment, and I'm going to Shelmont Shores next. But this game is just some classic Skylanders, like the fact you can use all of the old ones as well. I've still got all of my old ones, so I've just been playing it whenever I can, just being like, oh, I remember what my character does now, because I've changed his ability to go like that. It's just a hack and slash till the end of the stage, and it follows a story. Some of the stories are really good, like SWAT Force and Giants. Imaginators kind of lacks in the story a little bit. I'm kind of a little disappointed so far, but I'm hoping it ramps up there towards the end. We'll just have to see. I'm not going to talk about Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4, but let's now move on to Cookie Clicker, PS4 and PS5, and I'm going to also chuck in Unpacking as well into this, because it's right here, and I feel like it would just clear it up a lot better. But yeah, Cookie Clicker is just the desktop version. You can click, you can hack the game to give you 1,000,000 cookies, but there is one trophy that made it really annoying. And we're going to have a look at that together right now. If I just quickly do that, and yeah, this one. Oft We Mar. Purchase 700 upgrades, and also unlocking every garden seed in the game. This was complete RNG, by the way, for the last one. So, yeah, I literally was just sat on the screen waiting like this. And then platinum dropped, and I was like, yay! And that was about it from me. Hacking wasn't also on auto pop, but it was a fun game, and I was happy to do it twice. It was just one of those things where I was just like, I was in my own world, just taking stuff out of the box, trying to see where it went, and some of the places were actually really, like, good places to hide objects and put stuff in. And I was like, I should do this with my room and just start unpacking stuff and just moving it and organising it like that. That's gave me the genuine feels of wanting to organise stuff. Like, this game is really good. Human Fall Flat, dumb fun. That's all I'm gonna say for this game. It's just some dumb fun. You play as a marshmallow. Like, look at this. This game is just... I'm playing through it with my partner. She's a princess, I'm a knight. Like, it just works. But the fact that you could just grab each other and fall off is hilarious. This game is great. You need to play it. That's all I'm gonna say for this game. A Quiet Place. Now this is a horror game. I'm playing this with the controller sense, so like every time I scream or get jumped, it alerts the monster because my controller can sense that I'm talking, and then it just chases me, and I'm like, yay, I'm gonna die. And then I proceed to die, and then I respawn at the last checkpoint, and I'm like, what did I do to get back to where I need to go? But this game is just follows the movies, actually, to be honest. I'm not gonna spoil the movies, but you're in a hospital at one point, and then you have to clear this section within 3 minutes, which I did on my first try. Haha, to all the people that struggled, but no, I'm just joking. We all have skill issues somewhere. The next game on the list is Viewfinder. This game is so good. It's a puzzle game, and you get access to this camera that you can take a picture, so go and then it prints it out, and you can place it, and it becomes a fully 3D open thing that you can actually walk in and like grab stuff. So say for instance there's a portal with a battery, you take the picture and you can rotate the picture, place the portal right in front of you, walk through that and get the battery and just walk out. The game just blows you away with what you can actually do, and I highly recommend playing it without spoiling like too much, because this game is incredible. Hades, I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I have not finished this game. Right, I'm queuing it now. Everyone get in your hate. I love this game. I just haven't had the time to finish it. Astro Playroom, I did this in 2 hours. 100% in 2 hours, which I think is mental. I feel like I'm one of like the more faster achievers for this game. Maybe you guys should look up PSN profiles and check my profile. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. This game is going to be the annoying pit of me because it's gyro control, so you move the controller to move the stage around like this, and it would move forward, that would move back, that would move left, and that would move right. And you just have to get into the hole that says finish, and you win. But all the stages are really hard, and there's some lava platforms and stuff. It's not fun. Last of Us, Part 1. I'm also going to get a lot of hate for this, I feel like, because I have not finished this game yet. This game is beautiful. It's a masterpiece. I just haven't had the time to finish. I've literally just met Ellie in the story. That's how far I am. In the beginning. Hollow Knight, the same thing. Haven't had the time to finish platinum in this game. But I goddamn love this game because I platinumed it. I've 100%ed it on PC. I need to play it. And now for one that we're gonna just quickly move on to. Peppa Pig. Yeah! Peppa Pig. We love Peppa Pig.
I'm Peppa Pig.
Create your own character and you're in the world of Peppa Pig. Content. High on Life. I'm gonna be doing this platinum in line with the second game. I've already planned on playing the second game when it comes out, so I'll be streaming the first game and then platinum in the second game. I thought that would be quite a nice way to tie into it, so I'm going to be doing that. Same with Invincible Versus, the first ever Invincible game. I'm going to be playing that. I've pre-ordered the collector's edition. Look forward to it. Robot. Game of the Year 2024.
And the game of the year is... Astrobot!
I have not played this game very much, but I freaking love every little second of it. All the different PlayStation characters that are dressed up in bots. It is so goddamn cool. I love it. I need more. I play this with my partner, and we haven't played this very often. I might need to re-download it and play it. The Callisto Protocol, I'm also playing with my partner, is a nice horror game on a ship. And yeah, giving me Dead Space vibes, but just poorly made, which is very disappointing actually, because if you haven't heard in recent news, the game might not be getting the sequel remake. So no Dead Space 2 remake, which is kind of sad. I really like Dead Space. Give a moment for it. Anyway, my name is Mayo. I've done the whole entire trilogy, and then the remake, and then I'm gonna be doing the PS3 and the PS Vita eventually. I might have just leaked something about PS3. Oops. I definitely do not have it in my down cupboard down here. I might be pulling it out, and I might be doing some PS3 content soon as well, considering my OBS and my stream console deck actually works now, because I had to order a new one. Thank you, Defroth, for sending me the links to the camera and the streaming device that he uses, so I can actually bring you guys content. Shout out to him as always. But the next game on the list, FNAF Into the Pit, I'm actually holding off on this game for one reason and one reason only. When I get all of the FNAF games, I'm gonna be streaming until I beat all of them. But I need to find out when I can actually do that, and if I'm gonna have the time to do that, because I also have a part-time job, and I'm also at uni, starting in the end of January. So I've got to kind of figure it out between that time. Bedroom 104 is another really good retro-y horror game that I'm enjoying thoroughly. I've only put in less than an hour. It's quite a short game, from what I've heard. But just the layout of all of these, I'm just going to let this play for a minute and not talk. But just some of the mechanics just look so good. And I really enjoy it. Like, the feel of it just feels really nice as well. Like, just looking at this game, I just need to play more of it. Like, this video is bringing me to realize how many games I actually need to play. This one is not one of them. Funko Fusion, I was really looking forward to this game, and then I just kind of got a bit disappointed with it, really. I played the opening, and then I was like, this game would have been so much better in 2-player. But I don't mind it. I might need to go back and finish it. I've got the Invincible DLC as well, that's pretty cool. Hello Neighbour, haven't played yet, so I'm not going to be talking about it. Cat Quest 2, haven't really played much, but it's just more Cat Quest. We love Cat Quest. Hype it up more, play it. Garden of Banban is a horror game. I need to play more, so I can't really tell you the story. But yeah, I don't really know the lore either, so someone might need to educate me in the comments so I can understand it better. Horizon Adventures is the next game that I'm going to swiftly talk about. This is a different LEGO take. It's more of like an open zone in the levels, and it just follows the Horizon kind of mechanics. You hunt down horses and, well, robot horses and minotaurs and kill them and learn more about the ancient stuff. It's pretty cool. I haven't played much of it, so I can't really talk about it. Same with Epic Mickey. We've already talked about Jak and Daxter. Temtem I haven't even played. Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk, haven't played. Finished that. We've already talked about it. Talked about Sonic Racing Crosswords. Talked about, haven't played Unravel. Haven't played Yooka-Laylee. Have played that. Haven't played it. Haven't played it. Haven't played it. Autopop. Haven't played. Haven't played. Haven't played. Haven't played. Well, that was a very quick way to end this, I guess. That has been my entire PlayStation profile, which is kind of crazy to think that it's that big already, considering I've only had my account for about a year. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe and smash the like button, and leave a comment down below to see what other games you want me to play on, or even suggest me just to play for a chill out session, or to stream, or whatever, just let me know. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys get going. Enjoy the rest of your day, and remember to spend time with your family and friends. Right, I'm gonna go now. Bye!